today. From Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, it's Week 16 of the NFL on EA Sports.
From the area known as Patriot Place, EA Sports set for football at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough. Today we've got an AFC East matchup between the Buffalo Bills and the New England Patriots. Here comes Johnson on the return. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Now the first carry for Cam Akers. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. The numbers for him from a week ago: 18 carries, 89 yards.
And when he went over 1,000 yards last week, you know what it did for their offense? It gave them a true identity, because everyone's going to talk about this. The offensive line's going to take pride in it. Of course, the guy carrying the football will. But how about the coaching staff? When they go in and talk contracts, when they talk to reporters, hey, we had a 1,000-yard rusher this year. That means something in today's NFL.
On first down, Allen. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore with his 16th touchdown of the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead.
If you didn't know it, it won't surprise you to find out that this team leads the league in scoring. They've been a quick strike team all season long. There's another example. They did it again. This offensive coordinator, right now, you can write his ticket towards being a head coach. He's advanced in the ways of offense.
An extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Patriot offense ready for their first drive, led by Mac Jones, the Heisman Trophy finalist and 15th overall selection this spring from Alabama. On first down, Jones. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. Not what they had in mind there. That's going to go as a loss of 4. 2nd and 14. They'll run with a former member of the Crimson Tide, Damian Harris. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to 3rd down. Well executed there on 2nd down. So do you go back to the air on 3rd?
Well, that's a possibility. But now you've opened up things to where you showed that you would run the ball in long-distance situation. You might come back again, because I doubt they believe you'll do it a 2nd time.
And all that, nearly an opening drive INT, but it does fall incomplete. Not the way you wanted to start this ball game, as it brings up 4th down. And the AFC's Pro Bowl punter last year, Jake Bailey, on to punt for New England, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. Here's Beckham. They'll net only 35 here following a 43-yard boot, 8-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. Well, we do know, Charles, they will be in the playoffs. They currently sit at pole position number 1, but nothing's set in stone right now. They still have to earn that top spot.
And it makes me reflect back to preseason when you and I do our tours of camps. The prevailing message in each and every one of them was what? Win the division.
Win the division.
Win the division. You know you're in the playoffs. It means something. It means a home game. It means a number of other things, but winning the division is paramount. You're right. They won't step off the gas here.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Jonathan Jones. And he's able to get it back to the 33-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. A look at the numbers for Harris in last week's game. 13 carries, 57 yards.
I can't remember the last time we did a game and a coach didn't talk about establishing the run first. But they've lost 2 straight games, so they still want to do that. But they've got to have some contingencies, some other options. Expect them maybe to throw it a little bit to open up things and maybe run it a little bit more later in the game.
Throwing Jones. He's got it complete to Aguilar. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
And a short pickup there down to about the 9. Now, after that last running play, we've got an offensive lineman down on the field. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Harris going to get it again on 2nd down. Only about a yard there as he takes it from the 9 to the 8. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult.
And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Julio Jones, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. Rosas good with the extra point. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Out of the end zone comes Johnson. And ultimately, he stopped right where he would have been if he had simply gone down to a knee at the 25. And as this offense makes their way back out, it's AFC playoff race time as we give you a look. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He starts with a give to Akers. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
On 2nd and 11 now. Allen got his man complete over the middle. It's Moore. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To the air, Allen. Being chased out left. Howard has the first down and then some. And down to the 29-yard line. A big gain there for the Bills. What a luxury to have a tight end that can not only catch it, but then can run after the catch like that.
What was the old expression back in the good old days? That they used to carry pianos on their backs when they were after they caught the football. Someone would stop and bang out a tune along the way as well. But nowadays, these guys are essentially bulked up wide receivers, and they are a full part of the passing game, and we see a lot of big plays as we just saw there.
8 yards the tally on that first down run. Here's 2nd and 2. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense could get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here, and now they're set up with a 1st and goal.
They'll look to run with Akers. And he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. It's his 8th rushing touchdown on the campaign and 10th overall. And the Bills have taken the lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time as we grind toward the end of the season here, and they haven't had the season that they had hoped. So let me ask you to play GM. Where might they look to make some changes?
I think when you look into the upcoming draft, think hard about them drafting multiple offensive linemen. They've got to get stouter up front. And as a GM always tells me, Charles, this is a big boy league, and big people always end up winning games for you.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Now a first down carry for Harris. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
From the 44, Jones. And he's going to drop this down to Harris, middle of the field. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
As a passer, you're always trying to find that open window to throw the ball downfield. How about this one? Right in the middle of the field, right in the heart of a defense.
So first and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 47. Now Jones. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Kenny Moore. And the Bills are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line. Allen and the Bills now with a first and 10 at their own 25-yard line. They'll begin on the ground with Akers. Akers has got the first down and then some. And finally taken down at the 44-yard line. 49 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times. Got to give a nod of appreciation to some of those guys up front over on that left side. Several key blocks sprung him.
No appreciation for the guys from the backside that didn't allow any leakage, and anybody could run him down from the backside.
They're at the kids' table.
Okay, so front side guys good, backside guys,
man,
that's what you're supposed to do?
I've had better.
Okay, either way, worked out quite well, didn't it? A nice sizable gain.
Here's a run with Akers on second down. A beautiful fake. And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Escaping the pressure right. This one complete to his fullback out of the backfield. And the Bills are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up first and goal.
Flush to his right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Josh Allen. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Bills will add on to their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And it's now 21-7. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it was Josh Allen using his legs to polish things off. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Patriot offense heading back out as we take a look at the playoff picture in the AFC. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right? Minimizing
those and maximizing opportunities.
2nd and 6, just inside the 30. From the gun, Jones gets this to his running back. That's Jalen Samuels. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on 3rd down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. He completes it to Jones. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, these guys have definitely been outplayed in the first half, but I like their countenance. I like the way that they haven't panicked out there, the way they're carrying themselves. They're starting to move the ball, and what you have to do, maintain your poise and start to put together some drives. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. That catch puts him 80 away from 1,000. He's now at 920, and 920, that ties him with Torrey Holt.
That's a great name to remember, but the number, 920, almost boggles the mind, doesn't it? You're talking about 80 catches away from 1,000? What a phenomenal achievement if he gets there, and I have no reason to believe he won't.
They'll look to throw again. And he's got it. Touchdown! Nelson Aguilar. His 9th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Bailey now to kick it away after the touchdown. Johnson now returning. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. And he's well on his way to a 100-yard game. He's already more than halfway there. We're only in the 2nd quarter.
And what I've always loved about running backs is they'll tell you, I had no idea how many yards I had.
Right.
Those guys have an innate sense of where they are in a ball game and how many yards they've accumulated, because you know they're always working towards 100.
He's been working well towards 100 here.
Boy, that can put...
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play.
After reviewing the play, moving on the field stands.
First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. Dancing to his left. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45.
That was an excellent job of recognizing the situation. His first read wasn't there. Heck, his second read wasn't there. But he bought himself a little extra time scrambling out of the pocket, got to the sticks, and picked up the first down.
He'll check this down to Akers out of the backfield. And he's got this down to the 35.
But it certainly doesn't matter if it's been through the air like on this play or on the ground. I don't know what's going on with this defense. In a sense, they've been AWOL on this drive so far. 3 plays, 3 first downs given up. They've got to find answers, and they've got to find them quick.
He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. DJ Moore. His 2nd touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And not not wanting to risk anything here late in the half. He'll just take a knee, and they'll bring the football out to the 25. Here comes Mac Jones and the rest of the Patriot offense. And how does he rally the troops, so to speak? He's played well, but they're down big on the scoreboard. How does he get his guys going?
To make sure they understand it's not a me game, it's a team game. Everyone has to come together. Everyone has to up the level of play a little bit, including himself, and find a way to make some plays in order to give them a little bit of a spark and rally the team.
We'll see if they can indeed rally down big on the scoreboard right now. From the 30 on second down, Jones. The Patriots will take their third and final timeout as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Jones now throwing on first down. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Due to time constraints, we move you forward in today's broadcast to the beginning of the third quarter. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. With the Patriots taking over to start quarter number 3. And they're on the short end of the scoreboard here. Charles, what adjustments, if any, do you think they need to make for the second half?
We're paraphrasing the gold medal hockey winning coach Herb Brooks. I just say you continue to play your game. Throw the ball. They had success doing it in the first half. So make sure you keep getting the ball to your playmakers, a little bit more to the perimeter perhaps. But above all, play your game.
From the 31, Jones. He finds Aguilar over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
On first down, Stevenson. Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. Jordan Poyer, the league's leading tackler among safeties last year, in to make the stop. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, it's Stevenson. And he'll be close to a first down as the tackle made at the Bills' 38. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situation.
Julio Jones all alone. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. Julio Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And the Patriots are back within a score. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. 5 plays there on that drive, and it ends with a New England touchdown. Returning it, Johnson. Now a hit and a loose football, and it's picked up by the Patriots, and he'll take this back down inside the 20. So a turnover there on the kickoff, and don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10. Now after the running play, we've got a man down on the field. And just a yard to go here on 2nd down. Not something you want to see in week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. They'll run with Samuels. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. He got maybe a half yard at most, but officially they'll be left with a 3rd and 2. Defense simply not fooled by the draw there.
Well, they were thinking run to begin with, and what they tell their defensive linemen is play the run on your way to the quarterback. If someone shows, go get him, and that's exactly what they did.
And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal coming up as they're able to convert there on 3rd and 2.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Throw left side complete. That's Stevenson. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5. Taylor. And this is not going to do it as he's stopped at the 2-yard line. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal.
I don't know about you, Brandon, but I often think to myself, in these situations, I want a back who can create his own space, who can break tackles, and in a sense...
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Ramondre Stevenson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying this one up. PAT up and good by Rosas. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. Now here's Johnson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. Now a dump off here complete. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4. Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Throwing on 1st down is Allen. Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore, 54 yards. And the Bills have broken the tie. Here's Bass now for the extra point. It's up and good, and they've jumped back ahead, 35-28. So they only needed 3 plays on that drive. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. New England trying to get a place on offense. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a beat on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. Toward the right sideline, but it's incomplete.
Good coverage on the outside, and I think that's where he wanted to check that down to. But once he saw the danger over there, he just threw that one over everyone's head. Smart play.
Now Jones on 3rd down. It's complete left side to Aguilar. And he's going to get the 1st down as he covers up after a pretty good shot there.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on 3rd down, that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a 1st down. I think the defense fell asleep with the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. It's got to be so tough having the ball in the middle of the field like that, knowing that a linebacker is just waiting to make a big tackle like we just saw.
No doubt about it, because offense coordinators love to call plays to send receivers into the middle of the field. And linebackers, they want to naturally discourage those plays from being called. Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
Completes it to Aguilar. And this effort won't be enough as they rally up to stop him a couple of yards short. Now it looks like we've got a Patriot down, slow to get up. Not something you want to see in Week 16 or any week, really. We'll be right back. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt that in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Again, he'll drop to throw. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Bills are going to get the football back. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Allen now looks to throw. Buying time to his left. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time has now run out on this 3rd quarter play. 1 quarter remains here in Week 16. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And this is caught. He hits more. Touchdown, Bills. DJ Moore, 58 yards. And the Bills extend their 4th quarter lead, and they are closing in now on a 14-win campaign. Extra point by Bass, up and good. And the lead now up to 14. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England with a 1st down as they begin the drive. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down.
Caused all of that.
It caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. That's a cornerback in for the sack. Tre'Davious White. That's their first time getting to the quarterback, sack number 1. And, you know, they had 5 last week, I'm remembering.
And you have to find a way to slow down the pass rush, not necessarily with just protecting your quarterback, but just show them a lot of different looks. And they did that in the first half. You know, different angles, different things to slow down the speed. They got to him here in the second half. Now they've got to come up with a counter to that and maybe do something different.
Jones on 1st down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. He'll be stopped shy of the 45 despite a great move. 3 yards the gain there. 2nd down. Looking to throw. Jones. Oh, that one sailed a bit, but the catch is still made.
This is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Finding Bourne here over the middle. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Well, correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
But I think the ball's out. Now this is picked up by the Bills. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
An ideal spot here to get a 1st down and try to run some more clock. And this is 2nd and less than a yard. So the shotgun snap to Allen. forced out to his left. A throw caught by Kumaro. And down to the 20. A big play here for Buffalo.
Even with the big lead here in the fourth, it still bombs away, and frankly, it's working. Why should they stop? Go ahead and keep firing away and gaining those yards.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Fair to say the secondary play, whichever side you're on, hasn't really been a glowing exhibition so far, but a nice job there to prevent a long completion.
I agree with you, but at some point, someone had to make a play and try and stop this exhibition of almost speed racing that we've been watching, huh?
Yeah, it has been quarterback and receiver dominated. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. The improv act there, good for 9, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd and short, 3rd and 1. They'll try and run for this with Akers. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8.
Brandon, when a defense just simply can't get off the field on 3rd down, and we all know how important that down is for both sides of the ball, you often feel like you're just a step behind whatever they're doing offensively.
And one of the differences in this game, no doubt, 3rd down conversion, and that is going to be a story they'll talk about after this one. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop him right around the 1. And now we'll see a timeout used on defense as they stop it right out of the break with 1:57 to go in the ball game. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. DJ Moore with touchdown number 20 on the year, and the Bills have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Extra point by Bass, up and good, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. After the touchdown, Bass to kick it away. And this will be brought out to the 25 as Taylor elects to not return it. The Pats at the line, ready to go. Well, I think that the folks here had hoped that maybe this home atmosphere would carry their guys to a surprise victory, but it does not appear that that's going to be the case. There's too much to handle on the other side in this one. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Now they got to get to the line quickly. Throwing again on 2nd down. Jones. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Here's Jones on 1st and 10. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Catch is made by Harry. And he almost made it, but just short. Finally out of bounds, right down around the goal line. A big play there for New England. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Back to throw. Jones. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Devin Asiasi. His first touchdown on the year. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. Rosas good with the extra point. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So 2 scores down. Time definitely not an ally, but here comes the onside kick. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. Back now on offense, the Buffalo Bills. It's still 2 timeouts defensively, but even if they choose to use those, 3 kneel downs should be enough to get out of here with a victory.
And that's exactly what's being stated into the head coach's headset. Oftentimes they have a guy upstairs who monitors this at the end of the game. Little clock management 101.
And the punter's on the sideline. Here's the field goal unit now to try an exceptionally long one. This to make it a 3-score game late. The kick by Bass is good. And that'll push the lead up to 17. So as it turns out, a 2-play drive resulting in the field goal. So they hadn't called on him at all until this point, but he comes through here and buries one from long range.
Yeah, that's awfully impressive because usually kickers like to get that first one out of their system in the first quarter, sort of get them into the flow of the game, but to come in this late and knock it down from long distance, give him a lot of credit.
Taylor decides not to try to return it, and this will come out to the 25-yard line. New England's offense set to go. We certainly had a sense coming in here that these guys were in for a tough one on the road. That has been how this ball game has played out. They trail big as pressure comes, and down he goes. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. And with just inside of 10 seconds to go, they'll burn their final timeout. 9 seconds left. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Off the play fake. Jones. That's complete into the hands of Myers. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Buffalo, it's another win for them, and you wonder if they want a redo on that one loss as they sit now at 14-1. And they'll head back home next.